Arnie will be up there, like, on the top one. If you saw my Instagram, I mean, I can just show you the video now. It's already, 1 second. So, Jack, keep in mind, this was an ad from... So this was the, I mean, this is just, it'll make no sense. I'll show you the, 1 second. So, this was the video I did for, and look at the background, chat of this recording. He likes to just chill there. He likes to just chill there. He's playing with a toy right now underneath, but he likes to chill there during like my recordings and stuff. Like, or not my recordings. Like, he just likes to chill there when I'm playing games here on my computer. So. No, he was playing. He loves that. He's a very gentle player too. Like, you know, like some cats are like very aggressive players. I'm not gonna name any names, Sully. But like, Arnie's very gentle. Like, he doesn't use like, he doesn't have claws out. He like taps you with his paw. Like, he's very like gentle with his play. So, yeah, Sully's still learning how to play. You're doing a good job. You're doing a good job. Oh yeah, apparently they finally updated it.
Stop it. I said, stop it.
Who the fuck are you and why did you get in the way?
I am an angel, and, well, I am an angel.
What's my points? Top 238. As you can tell, I'm really grinding that challenger score out, chat. 238. Nope, I don't have stuff's broken. You know what? I wonder if it's broken, because apparently nobody's getting this right here. Chat, how many of you have your DPS leaderboard like this? How many of you have your DPS leaderboard like this? Right here. Out of curiosity. I think what happened was, and this is a theory. I think, did anybody, okay, for people who say that it's not like this, did you play this weekend? Okay. Huh. I wonder if it's... You know how they had the DDoS issues? I wonder if people who didn't play during that whole time, when you logged in, the ladder was like this? Like, basically, if you were playing when the servers were hacked up, like, like, if you didn't play during it, for some reason, it made this specific leaderboard like this. Because I know a lot of people don't have it like this. Right? There's a tab where you can filter through socials in your game. Where's that at, Otter? You don't mind? I can remove this guy from my list if we need to, or report him, but like, what do we... Well, it's because, so, if you look at the leaderboard here, for DPS, so we're not talking about like PG having the points here, right? PG obviously has the most points. We're talking about, if you look at the, it's in order of the rank you're at now. Rank, so like, champion 1, champion 2, and then in the leaderboard off of your rank. So like champion 3, champion 4. said say champion 2, champion 1. See? But it's only NA DPS for me. Look at tank. Notice anything with tank? Nothing different. Notice anything with support? Nothing different. NA DPS? Only NA DPS? Order. I don't know what it is. Alright, so where's this social tab you were talking about? I'm confused. This is a social tab? What if I hit refresh? Does that do anything? I don't see anything like social. Some people. Why? I don't see and I don't Did it maybe reach out and find them? No. At this point, like, I mean, they've known about that for a while, so, like, I'm not, dude, I'm so... I'm on.
Where do they all come from?
I guess they just didn't give me the option. Why would it work that way? I'm so confused. Why would it not? I'm so confused. I don't know. Okay, yeah, sorry about that. Let me show you.
Why can't you just die?
You ready? Right here. Bad position for right. Because if you use your cooldowns, right, you have to take a long way to go over here. Play Orisa, more on the wall. They all use 10 times the value because you have to spend more time running away than actually. Oh, I have no cooldowns? Okay, I can play like this, right? I can be in my cooldowns again. I can move up to this wall. See? Taking position. I can still use my abilities. That's what cover's all about. And a lot of people who play Orisa just sit right in the middle of the open.
For eons I've pondered how you'd look. And now here you are. A rather ordinary child without a clue what's happening around
Obviously,
him.
you're gonna get away with it sometimes, but like DPS.
I have to admit to feeling rather
you just can't
underwhelmed.
have bad position and then waste your cooldown.
No, laugh while you can.
It's
And
kind
to
of why
think
sometimes
they
you have to make
compared
the
you
hero
to
play boss,
Muriel.
because, like, their vision of how you're supposed
You're
to
not
play
even
tank
half
is
as
the actuality,
powerful.
which isn't really on the player at that point either.
Savior and destroyer.
5v5 tank is like a little bit
Not by a
different
long
beast,
way.
to say the least, right? It's not,
And I
it's
won't
not
give
World
you
of Warcraft,
time
where
to
the tank
learn.
is just based, you know, it's PvE and all that. One, I will not tell them to buff Tracer because.
And do not dare to
I
come
don't want
back!
the Tracer is in a weird spot because their win rates are where they want Tracer to be in GM, but yeah, Vendetta definitely.
Well, maybe not alive. Still kicking.
I can't
Back in hell.
because kind of like
Worse.
go back here on Symmetra and all this. So they buffed Symmetra about, I'm gonna see about 6 months ago. And they buffed
famous savior and destroyer finally drops in.
But then that LWCS was like, dude, I can't believe people were TPing around. I didn't even think that would happen. I'm like,
I'm happy to hold your
250
hand.
HP, you can't kill them. Like,
Would you be happy to lift me up?
you just take, all you do
Of course,
is
of
TP,
course,
take
more
a
than
diva,
happy
right
to
click
help
it,
one
and
of
that's
such
it. You're good.
renown.
So,
However, the
point being
savior
is,
and
don't be
destroyer
surprised
has the
if they
power
don't
to
nerf
get
them,
out of any
because
sort
they
of
clearly
trouble
want
with
Spencer
ease.
being at a
Me,
very high top
I'm just an
rates.
old demon.
So,
I couldn't hope to help.
don't be
I would
surprised if
be
they don't. Now, I could be
unworthy,
wrong and they do nerf
simply
them on
unworthy.
Thursday. Like, it could very much happen that on
Fucker!
Thursday they nerf Spencer, but, they don't. That's awesome. I'm gonna be honest with you, CB, at that point, and I can give you kind of
You
I wanna give you
dare
like a bit of
interfere in my dealings?
Listen,
Too early.
I play games like that.
His time will come.
Why not balance?
But not yet.
Give him back.
Dude, there's so many varieties. Like,
You were talking like he belongs to you,
different ways that they're
Belly.
like, you can say, like,
Old
yeah, like,
friend.
if you just make everything
Lucifer,
like, we haven't had this philosophy for a long
explain
time.
this outrage.
Desmond is
It's
extraordinary.
not gonna be fun for people, and the
He is
majority
valuable
of
to
the
all of
heroes
us.
that they play requires,
He must stay
like,
alive.
top
Let him
tier
prove his
that they
worth.
play for each hero.
If he really is
You know,
so
some heroes get a
special,
little bit
he'll
more
have
buff, some
no
heroes
trouble at all
have
with
different
it.
balance takes.
I
Some
can
heroes are
send
stronger
him back
for certain
myself.
right?
Very well.
Diva.
Just one trial, and get him
Extremely
back
strong
on
in top
Earth.
500. Extremely strong in GM. But guess what? In the data shows it. Tanks as every other rank. Just from diamond on, the win rate goes down, all the way down.
Follow me.
Right?
Wait. Oh, come on.
The win rate goes massively down all the way, right?
Where'd the fat guy
mindset
go?
here is like, oh, we got her feet right. He was dominating. Don't get me wrong. Diva in top 500 is a very solid hero, right? Yes, and on console she's very console Diva's very consistent. I would say Diva's just like one of those heroes that kind of like, if I'm correct, and I'm not a console player here, but hits games dominate, right? If I'm correct on console, so Diva being really good makes sense. Is that correct? Hits games dominate. I want to say 52%. Does that sound about right for GM right now? I think it was 49, 48. So, I remember back in Overwatch 1, I know it was like 55. I heard they Reaper sucks in top 500. Like, started to open my mind a little bit. Balance, awesome gamer as well. While I'm over here not even having to worry about a Reaper in top 500, there's players right now in bronze, silver, gold, plat, diamond get annihilated by Reapers. And you're like, yeah, but like just shoot the Reaper, you're gonna be fine. Like, you can take care of Reaper in top 500 easily. It doesn't work that way, right? So they have to find this like between balance, and that's something I have to learn as I learn about games more in general. That like if we try to make it too ridiculous, people aren't gonna play it that way. Like it's not gonna be that. At the same time, I'm not saying they should go and make support elements be 15 seconds long, right? Like that's not that would be dumb, right? So there's a good balance. If someone ever said, hey, if you were able to use the balance the game, what would you do? I would accidentally lose those keys. Because I would not want to be the person doing that. Absolutely not. I would not want to be the people doing that. Not at all. I am good.
What do you want me to
Because
do,
no
old
matter
man?
what you do, you're gonna get rolled. So,
Do you know who I
but
am?
keep in mind, CB, just giving you that like.
I heard
kind of that
Lucifer
perspective
call
on
you
it, it's
Bel.
okay to complain about it. If you don't like.
I
it,
am
you get it,
Belial,
I do it all
one of the
time.
four
So I'm just
princes,
giving you that
commander of the
perspective.
armies of
I'm
hell.
not gonna say that like. I complain all the time about
You
random
did a
stuff
good
like that,
entrance.
so feel free to do that.
So what?
Had to bring up that point,
Who threw you back to hell this time?
But basically, it's good they have multiple perspectives.
Guy
of
with
different
wings,
ranks, because if it was just
feathered,
one specific
blonde.
rank doing all of that, it just
You
wouldn't
know him?
result in a game that would be made for that
Ah,
specific rank and
yes,
not
I
the
do.
overall player base.
You will need to be prepared.
Which
Listen,
again,
complete
it's
my
frustrating.
errand and I'll
Again,
give you a
keep
way
climbing
back
and climbing
and
better.
something
Like,
to fight with.
What's
you're gonna
that?
have heroes that just dominate. There's nothing
The
you can really
best
do about it
weapon.
except, wait for the next
Yourself.
balance patch sometime.
Have a look. You thought they were just for decoration?
Yeah, spectators, we have 2 today, but the next few days we'll have a couple to do before we close stuff.
What do you want me to do?
There's a demonic prison nearby, just past the river of lava. All of Lucifer's special captives go there. The executors have no entrance behind its gates. Only the convicts do. Find a way inside and bring one of them to me.
Who, exactly?
His name is Agares. He once was a soldier of mine.
Why don't you just ask Lucifer to release him?
Because Lucifer locked him up in the first place. Oh, come now. You are the savior and destroyer. It should be a walk in the park for you. There are no angels there. Don't be afraid.
I swear to God.
He's not here.
Game maps. Dude, where am I? Settings, there we go. Maps, none. Kings Row, winter, just for the sake of it.
Told me this bit of hell would be so crowded.
Mod reviews in gold and say go do that. People to do that in top 5, right? So remember that game yesterday when we were getting rolled by like the brand new accounts and they were just like killing my whole team? They were doing it, right? I think it was like pro players making new accounts, right? I'm pretty sure it was, or like at the very least, right? It was like pro players, right? And they kept destroying like they were doing the order to your strategy. And I was like, I can't get ranked players to do that, right? So the point I'm making is
That tower. It looks like it's barely clinging to the bank.
Thank you for the 23 months
Thanks
with the
to
tier
all of
1.
you
Thank
super
appreciate it.
cuties. I can watch my favorite streamer, J3, and hang out with the best chat on Twitch. Wait. This isn't J3?
I mean, you also got the game wrong too, so that's on you at that point. Thank you for the 23 months. Appreciate it.
God, this place. It's pretty obvious what they did here.
It's like, otherwise there'd be a lot of alternatives not allowed. My hot
Those chains. They're keeping that tower from falling down.
and they're moving more great. I think they're trying to stay too sweaty. I just think they had a really good sweet spot of not making it too competitive, but also making it both. And I think that's really the problem they run into is like, what made Stadium okay? Sorry, I'm going on a slight Stadium discussion for a second. What makes Stadium fun for me was the ability to make heroes more exciting and more like just fun, right? Like making these heroes like stronger than they are and getting a little bit like, I guess you could say silly with the character, right? And every single time people, right? And not just me, right? Not just me specifically, would find builds, they would nerf them to oblivion, to the point where they just aren't that fun, the builds. So all you have to do is just run, exactly. They got rid of the silliness aspect of it, which I think a lot of people really liked about it, and they tried to make it like it was a competitive, like just a hardcore competitive mode, and I think that's the wrong direction for Stadium, right? And I think like competitively casual was a perfect spot. Yes, you can have your rank system, yes, it can be there, but dude, if somebody wants to run a fart build on Soldier 76, let them run a fart build, right? Like, if somebody wants to, you know, I'm going to use heroes I don't play because then people would think I'm just being biased. If somebody wants to run the Mei roll build, you know, make it okay, right? Like, right now it's not as good or fun. Before it was ridiculous. Make it fun, you know, slightly reduce it. But every single time a build takes over in any form, they either say, A, we don't know how to do that with Winston, for example, who Winston just rolls lobbies right now because they just didn't, they're like, we don't know why Winston's doing well. It's like, I can tell you why Winston's doing well, right? Or they just don't target the correct abilities or items, and then they just make everything weapon power based, or just like there's just a lot to it that I feel they could make it much better overall. So, and my feedback has been they've been making it too sweaty, and Stadium was great at the beginning because one, it was new. Obviously, you're gonna have the honeymoon phase, right? Honeymoon phases exist pretty much to anything, but then like even as somebody who played it past what you would consider the honeymoon phase, they had it going for a while. But then every patch, 3 builds nerfed. Next patch, 3 builds nerfed. Next patch, oh wow, why are people only using this one build? Okay, let's increase the price of the RAM. Oh no, right, wrong thing. Let's increase the price of the of weapon power item. Okay, why is everybody using ability power item? Dude, let's increase the price of ability power item. Games of Stadium, right? Regular competitive, I have 144. That's a pretty good balance, right? It's all a balance. Okay? But like,
Last chain. Here we go.
It was like, we don't care if the feedback says, hey, this sucks, you're gonna play it. You know what, maybe we'll fix that. And they said there was 2 years ago where it was, fire aren't quite see when, like, we know you have, like, the 4-year-old who, like, just keeps asking what time you're going. He goes, oh, I gotta add 5 more minutes. I'm not actually gonna add 5 more minutes.
The heat is rising. I'm getting closer.
All right. Okay, and then the final statement that he says here. I feel a lot of what we do in the community sways what the devs do, which is I think that even if it was a MOBA as their initial idea, I just think that it kind of went away from that, but not in a bad. I mean, it's gone away from. Okay, I'm saying this wrong. I feel like if their initial version was to make it a hardcore MOBA, once players got the silliness aspect of it, that went out the window, and they should lean more into the silliness to an extent. Like, you don't need to have the diva build that I made. The baby diva build was ridiculous, right? But you get what I'm saying. Either way, I still like Stadium. I hope the best for it, and I still play it, you know? So, it's weird because generally I'm pretty lax on things, but I've just seen Stadium's trajectory. Okay, let's do this. Here we go, chat. You're good, Noel. We're just memeing you. If you ever get, like, slightly roasted on that one, which I don't even think that's a roast, we're just having fun at that point. I'm not gonna belittle you. Don't worry about that. Let's do this. Alright, so today's video, we are watching a Bronze 1 support on PC playing BAP. Alright? And they say, hi, please, I need your help. Well, they said hi, Emon, but I didn't hear that part, so that sounds
This is the secret entrance to the demonic prison.
I was like, no, they put my name in there. I just skip that sometimes. Alright. 2 seasons ago, I was in mid-tier gold. But my loss rate, mid-tier gold. But my loss rate has been hovering between 70 to 80% since September, and I've plummeted across roles. Okay, wow, that's rough. Okay, I played ranked with my best friend. We like to duo supports. He's the Mercy in this lobby, but it seems like every game we get smashed. I'm submitting this game because I felt like I was doing all the little things right. Sure, I missed a few shots and had some rough moments. I mean, I missed shots, no worries. I am in bronze now, after all. But these are the typical matches I play where I feel as though I'm doing well and I just can't seem to get the team over the finish line. In this map, I tried to focus on positioning more safely. Lately, I've been dying a lot, not taking too many risks, hitting my heals. I may have gone heal bot a bit too often, and using my cooldowns more effectively. I have aggressive tank. What can I do? What can I do better? Losing my mind. Alright, you got this. We'll figure it out. Also, chat, ads about to pop up. Bungle, thanks for 15 months in the prime. you can make steel. You can make all. They don't care. It's almost done, chat. And then we start. We have 2 spectators and then gameplay. Sound good? Also, you can probably tell that whenever I get out of my whenever I get out of my back on track with schedule and, you know. That's the second year during the holidays where that's been like that. So I just need to remind chat, remind me in about 11 months when we get to the holidays and I get really, I'm like, chat, like, dude, like, I'm not taking any time off. We're like, just remind me that next year, if you remember this conversation or this upcoming holiday season in November, that I do that every single time when it comes to holidays. Okay, just remind me that because I will forget. All right? Just remind me because I will forget. All right, let's do this. Here we go, Chad. It's time. Let's see what you got here.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right.
Defend objective A.
Okay. So far, everything's normal here. You don't really. This is a hard one to do damage on because like of the angles to the beginning. I feel like Eichenwald right here is one of the hardest angles to figure out at first. If you don't just one-shot somebody. Like the way that like it is, like you have to basically see what your hog did. That actually was a good play. Just getting through the choke and kind of just being like, we're gonna get through here. That actually, look at that, did good space creation by your hog. A little bit of a note to tanks. I'm gonna pause. Do you notice right there how like the hog just ran to the left? While that looks like the hog is just feeding, technically that's a pretty good play as long as they don't have an Ana, because it pulls pressure away. So just a good play by the hog there. I wanted to point that out. You just go, yeah, exactly, Beaver. That's how you have to play it, because like the angles are so weird there that like if you just stand there, you can get like rolled. So yeah, exactly, Martin. Yeah.
Objective A captured. Escort the payload.
Okay. I mean, clean start. I mean, you don't. If you're wondering if there's anything you could do there to change the team fight, the only thing you could have really done a little bit differently is use your mobility to jump up on top of the bridge rather than use this way to get through here. Pretty straightforward. If you're on BAP, use your mobility to just go up here when your teammates get in space, because when you get up here, you get full vision of the map. I don't even remember if they did that. I'll just double check because I might be. I just want to make sure, and I'll go back to that spot. I don't think you did, but I could be wrong. Yeah. Yeah, see, you just went through the choke like that. I just want to point that out. It just next time, just use your mobility. Anyway, I skipped ahead a little bit because there's not much happening. Okay, so here we go. Everything clean so far. Nothing huge on a note here outside of what I mentioned. Again, another choke. So you're gonna be stuck here for a bit. Good job by. You're a hog. Yep. I need you to like. This is something just to do in the future. It's really hard to do, and it's something that actually, believe it or not, I'm struggling with a little bit on support because I get really impatient sometimes. There's a fine line between like. I'm just gonna clean my glasses. There's like a fine line between using your lamp to save your teammate there because they're critical and just letting your teammate die. And one of those situations there is they're going to have, it's very choke heavy. So if they have a Sigma, they're probably going to have like BAP ultimate. I mean, not BAP ultimate, Sigma ultimate. What am I saying? So you kind of want to save your lamp for those type of ultimates. Again, we'll see what happens here, but look at the spot that you could put your lamp. You could put a lamp like right here and it gets full value. So anyway, just a little bit of a note that your lamp was a little bit early, but you should be fine because the Sigma ultimate is also a little bit out of place. Coming from somebody who plays a lot of Sigma, as cool as a 4-person ultimate looks in their backline, it usually ends up with that result. How do I know this? From experience. From experience, that's how I know. Your burst heal is too important to use randomly like that. BAP is a very strong AoE healer. AoE would be area of effect. It means you can just aim at the floor to heal. Generally, you want to, hit them. But
you're running away. I just want to kill you.
Basically, just hit the button. Setup-wise here, normally I would tell everybody to go try to take high ground control, take the far left side. Okay, actually, you know, this is a good opportunity. That walk to the start lap. Your access to the high ground. But point being here on ice, alright, multiple ways to push hard. That's what you can. I don't like this, but in a bronze lobby, I actually do okay. Bronze lobby, this is probably right. You're not gonna get people like high ground. Certain types of team or certain levels of your bronze. You want to play high ground? Probably gonna have a good time. Probably not. Or like so. He helps, but show people every rank, multiple ways here. Go 3 different routes, I'd say. One, go up this way. Would I recommend this? No, because Brad right here is not an issue enough for everyone this way. All you really do here is go up here. So if you like to go up this hallway, just a bit of a note. It's okay to go through here and then rotate up this way. Just a bit of a note. So don't always feel obligated to run up these stairs and be like, hello! Because look at this. It is a lot of that's one way to do it. Another way, very underutilized path, right? Not many people go this way. Heck, I think some people don't even know about this path now. This path right here, it actually goes really well a lot of the time. I take it, it's in the top 500. And the reason being, nobody expects it. When you get up here, kind of, even though this is a joke, right? I feel like your fallback side. One, if you're looking at isolated one-to-one, you have the mini. You can always rotate back this way, kind of like most of the things that don't would utilize this path. Anyway, that's what it is. This pathway is underutilized. It's one of the couple of ways that I can call it. But by the way, if you get stuck on like this part of the map, it's on. Only because I had the same vision you had of the hog. Bit of a nut, Dad. Give it hard. Say window, or even somebody with low HP. Heals are like the dip back. Like Mercy. Right. The point I'm making is, if you're like this well, the healing is increased. Everybody can heal you like that through there, aka the bat. So, yep. You kind of lost your okay, I need to stop for a second. Am I seeing this right? The red team on the top right with the heal. I keep getting confused on my game. Why is that? Why?
No mercy in no man's land.
Also, just remember you can see scoreboards now, stat line. Probably okay. Same concept here, Chad. Like if you're on VAP, just go up here. Like, look at the vision you get from up here. Heal with your VAP, damage you can do to everybody there, and then your Mercy can keep your Sojourn alive, right? Like your Sojourn's right here. Mercy goes to Sojourn, you go up on high ground, that's it. Straight up, you go on the high ground, yeah. Crouch and go up there. There's a couple times where I feel like you can give yourself a much better position and you haven't taken advantage of it. Of course, your team's playing well, but you know what I mean? That AoE does fine. You're on the close, you can get that around it, even though you already won the team fight. Position's fine here, don't push too much past it.
Who uses levers anymore? These demons are key cards. that hole, damn you!
Use the mobility for like to get to like really strong spots, and this is like the third time I've seen you just kind of just grab it up to here, and then to here, and then just sit here and have full vision. You'll be able to kill the Lucio, you can see here, you can see the Junkrat.
Not hiding anymore, huh? Come on, let's fight! Gate, jump across the abyss. I think I'm getting somewhere.
You're gonna go high ground and pop window? Okay, I can see that. Go for your soul draw, maybe? Okay.
This place doesn't look stable. Whoa, run!
Solo ultra yourself. Believe it or not,
where are these guys coming from?
all you gotta do is crouch and then jump up. You just discovered it. You should have been set up, by the way, before that. I feel like your timing was a little bit off there because the Mercy in the corner. On the other team when she was there. I do like this stuff. Chat, I want to point out, good play by the BAP here, by the way, just so you know. Yep. The reason why I like this a lot is because of the angles. You've created an angle now, so when you're in the other team, you have to worry about both ways here. Only thing I would say is back up a little bit slightly. I want you to see this. So you're there and you think you're safe, I want you to see this angle. So just back up a few, like a little bit further on the stairs, like right here, and then use, like kind of like poke out, peek, and like do some damage. You can also right-click the ground to heal your hog. So just be careful of that positioning. You could go up here if you wanted to, but sometimes this can get a little bit scary if the jump right engages. Let's see what happens. That's pretty straightforward. Next time, aim at the tire. It felt like you didn't know what to do. Just kill the tire.
Who are you?
If you don't have stuff there to like be able to
Aren't you a
survive,
little
just do
short
that. That's the only other option you
executor?
have.
Are you Agares?
Oh, the soldier shooting at them has
Never
happened
heard
many
of him.
times. At this point, like
Shame.
that is something that would get cleaned up over
Came
time.
here to get him out.
Like obviously, if you get flanked,
Who sent
like
you?
yeah. And
It's
they're
not the time to
reacting
ask
it, at that point,
questions.
it's just gonna be one of
You
those,
are
like,
Agares. Do you want to stay or do you want to leave?
like there's.
Listen,
Okay, is there a
you
soldier
need to
behind them
release
right
me
now?
from
'Cause
this
I swear I
cage.
heard somebody.
There's a secret mechanism hidden in this chamber.
Okay, first heal, number 2. Like that. That was good. You guys are getting low.
Yes, that's the one.
Pin, you got the point.
That looks okay. Now, check the other floor.
A little bit of a way to look at it. And this could go, you know, you're going to agree or disagree on this one with BAP. You don't need everybody to be at 100% HP at all. You have enough healing, and a good amount of healing to be able to take an extra second to stand, right? Like, you're playing BAP,
Perfect.
and you have 1400
Now, try to get me down with this lever on the floor.
story all the time, etc. Right? And that's true, right? The stats don't always tell the story. But I'm also watching the game in front of me right now. So
That's stuck.
1,400 damage in that situation could probably be at the very least double. At the very least double. I would say, to give you an idea, if you went okay, you're min-max, and I can see like 3,000 damage here, 4,000 damage with like 7,000 damage. As BAP, find a little bit more output there. In that situation, you had plenty of opportunity. So I just want to point out, look for those little moments. If I can like find them more of like damage, and I'll like bring it up over a couple times over the next minute. And we'll go. I mean, your team is not all there, so your team setup is already broken. Side note for everybody here: do not go here. This is not an ideal setup for Reichenwald. I just want to point this out to everybody. I give up this really overpowered choke. Play in the middle. To get angles on you from 4 different places. It's like, just go here. It's literally like almost the same thing,
Now,
but better.
gently pull the lever. Okay.
You're right. You're right. It's all flank.
Goodness sake.
No one
The
reacted to
mechanism
that. That
must
was
have
amazing.
rotted a long time
Holy
ago.
crap, that was
Thank you. I am free at last.
Not so fast. We need to get out of this prison.
Years of imprisonment have made me rather weak. I need to feed on some souls.
That shouldn't be a
That was
problem.
awesome.
Plenty of tormentors here, and I have a feeling they're not just gonna let us
Right.
walk out.
I think we should head for the main gate.
Left ear soldier, yes, you heard that correctly. You heard that correctly. There you go. Nice damage. Good pressure. First heal, if you need to. That's okay, how you gonna use it prior to that. Put some pressure on. That was the right idea. I think you should have been quicker on that reaction. As in, like, made that a priority. Hey, high ground. Jump up to the high ground. Good jump. You just need to give yourself. You need to give yourself. So, like, in that situation, you're in a really weird spot. It's basically an all-in strategy. You Shield hit the Mercy, that would have been sick.
What are you doing?
Okay. I'm gonna point out again here. If you went high ground, I would not be upset. If you went high ground right now, I would not be upset. Like right now. There's soldiers up there. So, like, let's talk about this. Waiting for them to engage you. All you're doing here is waiting for them.
What are you doing?
Which, if you were up here with your sojourn, bit of a different story, right? You're just waiting for them to come to you. Like, all you're doing is sitting here, like... I'm trying to think of an example. It's like, you ever watch football, for them, for example, where, like, the defender will get stuck in, like, their stance, and, like, runs right by them? This feels like you're just waiting for them to come to you and then just destroy you. Like, that's what it feels like, right? So, like, they put a little bit more pressure on them. Like, don't give them free entry. One of the, like, the easiest things to do, whether it's bronze or top 500, if you force out a cooldown,
Wait,
you are already doing
wait.
something effective.
Now
Let
what?
me give you an example. How many
Look
times have we watched their
closely.
team do damage to you, and then you just
I
pop
see
your
an open
fury
gate.
and cooldown? If
It's
they're not
the
doing that
protector,
damage, you don't use
guardian
that
of the
ability.
prison. The gates are
See what I'm saying?
open because
So-
he guards them.
I think that, like,
Oh, come
any
on. If
rank
we need to get
always
through him,
looks
we'll
for
get through.
opportunity to get some
Let's
saves.
not rush in.
We're at a point
Let's
now in
use
Overwatch
our
where
heads,
they're
eh?
gonna get their support out.
When you
Like, it's
pull
gonna
that
happen.
lever,
Supports
the
do
grate
so much
will go
damage
up.
nowadays that, like,
If we
get their
dash
ultimates
through that
regardless.
chamber, we
There's a
might
little
be
bit of
able to
strategy,
reach
like,
the
you
outer
do
gates
this, you know,
before the
you know,
protector notices us
This is a
and
6
closes it.
nowadays, right?
Are
So
you with me?
it's just one of those
Okay.
things where you need to start
Let's
to,
try that.
But remember, we must dash as fast as possible.
Your damage output. I mean, your damage is like,
Right.
what, 300 since we last
On my
talked,
mark,
right?
get set,
And with
go!
your back, don't be afraid to also. They're above you. They're above you. They're above you. They're above. This is the high ground.
Are you with me? Little motherfucker.
So let me ask you this question: do you like
Oh,
having to run around
big
the map and do
motherfucker.
this? Because guess what? Daniel up here, Hamden, going up here with. This is where we're back.
slain him?
Yeah. No thanks to you. Why did you trick me into that?
Calm down, old chap. Would you remind me who sent you again?
I didn't tell you yet.
Ah, that's right. See you.
Ah, not so quick right now, huh?
I will admit I didn't look at your perks too much, but seems fine. Oh, yeah, that lamp. Now, why? Says soldier. Yeah, go up there. Go up there. Go up there. Your Rhine needs to go to the right. Let your Life Weaver take care of the. Okay. I mean, this is just the lack of like taking away some of the angles from their team. And there was some high ground. Oh.
Damn it.
Agares! How many hellish years has it been? 4,000? 5?
You know I had no choice. Damn it, Belial. Lucifer's orders. I would never have disregarded yours. I paid my debt, served my time. Please let me prove my loyalty to you. I can do anything. Just tell me.
I know this, Agares. But it changes nothing.
What the Why would you do that?
Every executor is more powerful here in hell than on earth. But to slay the Protector? Let's just say that you have surprised me, Savior and Destroyer, and I am rarely surprised. Perhaps I was wrong about you. Perhaps you can change the course of this war after all.
After
Come closer.
almost 14 minutes, Daniel has finally been taken care of on the flank.
What the fuck are you doing?
Stand still or the imprint will fail. With this sign, you can now challenge angels. They are no longer protected from your powers. Very well. It is done.
Thanks, I guess.
Daniel has? 10?
Agares.
Honestly, not bad.
Why'd you throw him down there?
But like,
Why?
it's funny because
Where?
I talked about doing extra damage.
To
at
angry
one point, like,
Lucifer,
you kinda see, like,
naturally.
math here. When
Now,
I see that
back to Earth with you.
I'm gonna figure this out because I'm gonna try scoreboard first. I wanna get my chat to figure these out. Dude, they're doing so much damage right now on their team. So what is your team doing wrong not to match that damage? Like what is your team doing wrong?
So you figured out how to use a cell phone, shithead?
Shut your mouth and listen. You have your assignment?
To answer
Sure
that
I
question,
do.
so I was taking a bite of my oat.
And this is the part where you tell me it's my last
ready?
chance and nobody's gonna
Nothing.
fucking
They
help
had
me,
your
right?
team had a Roadhog.
Well, save your breath, asshole.
If your team
Shut
had more
up.
damage than their team,
You are a
then something's
fucking
going wrong there.
boy to me.
Right?
So you listen.
No, that's all it is. They're just a
This
Roadhog. You
or
can
it will
farm
be
damage
done
all day
without
long on a
you,
Roadhog.
and you
all
will
day.
be punished. Do you understand?
That's why you see such a high damage output. You think they're getting that from shooting at the Soldier 76 team? No, there's a Roadhog the majority of the game, so they just farmed a bunch of damage. You look at that and go, guys, we need to do more damage. Like, come on, team,
Oh,
you gotta do more
that
damage.
guy.
What are we doing? Do more damage. Well,
Should've told him to go
tell him to
fuck
switch
himself.
Roadhog. Like, there you go. Now your team will do way more on the leaderboard, on the scoreboard. All right, here we go. Tell the other team to go Roadhog, and then you can farm your damage. I'm seeing you be a little bit more active with like shooting at their team now. That's good. I feel like you started the game off like that, but I want to see more of that. This window's okay because no. Use your lamp towards the window at that point, because like now you're in a weird spot where you see how you have to heal your Life Weaver and you're kind of in a weird angle. Like you want to use that. I'm okay with the window being there at the end of the round. You don't want to save your ultimate for next round because you can't. But I do think that you want to put your lamp in a better spot to make the lamp the target to give your teammates opportunity, and then you can also heal your team. Now, of course, you can actually use your lamp a little bit behind and have it have the AoE kind of go to the angle. There's ways to do that. You have to get the line of sight correct, but you had multiple options there, and I felt like you just went with the wrong one. So, all right, let's go. See how your defense goes. Feel like they should be jumping more? Yeah. Oh yeah, I've given that feedback already. Don't you worry. That's what it is. Arnie's just playing with the ping pong ball. Okay. I look back, he's just playing with ping pong balls. Good boy, Arnie. All right, here we go. there's somebody behind you on the point right now, right? You gotta be. One thing I want to say is that when there's people like to your side or behind you, you're not really being like hyper aware of it. You're kind of just letting it be, and like you're gonna lose a lot of games that way if you don't like worry about that at times. Okay, you're lamping. Now this could be solved by just being in a better spot. You're going to a spot you could already be at now as everybody backed up. Instead, you're going to it late, which is forced out a lamp and a Genji and a 1v4. Right? Good positioning will not force out this lamp this early. Right? Now, you could argue that your Mauga's positioning has caused this, but, like, one thing you can always do is always think about your next rotation out, so that way when they get to your team, like, for example here, you're already pre-established up here in this spot, rather than having to run around in circles and get basically forced out your cooldowns for no reason. So, yep. Here we go. You're talking about when the mid-season is? Thursday, confirmed. Alright. I knew that was gonna happen. Okay. Wait. Yeah, your positioning needs a lot of work too. You're not even like your rotation. You're not thinking about like where you end up at. Like, for example, there's a world where you could have chased the Zen there. You might have lost your Mauga, but you could have killed the Zen, and then that changes the whole thing because the Zen has to go that way, and then you end up in a safer spot. But that was tough to begin with, right? That's an aggressive ultimate, but look what you've done here. Your teammates are up there pushing up, and you're sitting here
so
like
why'd you
playing
want to
safe,
meet me here?
right? And like,
I wanted to check in with you.
It's almost like you play too scared at times.
See how you're doing.
Right? Like if you're up there and you're at
How
that
you
angle,
holding
you
up?
might not even have to waste your lamp again.
I don't sleep.
And then instead now you are
I
here
can't taste
getting kind of,
anything
you know,
if I can eat it
Genji
all.
doesn't get you, but like you don't
I
have a
cry
lamp
and
available.
cry.
Thanks
Is that
to
what
your
you wanna
teammates'
hear?
health and all that.
Is any of that not obvious?
No reason not to go up on the high ground right now.
I don't wanna
Why
upset
be on the
you.
low ground right now? You could be
I'm
up
just
there healing
worried.
from that same spot. You can lamp, you can see your teammates. Never mind, your Mauga's in. Good luck.
You're for me.
Yeah, never mind.
Why?
Hey, guess who's behind you flanking?
me?
I bet you can't guess who
For
it is.
Desmond?
I bet you can't guess.
Are you gonna bring him back? Why? He told me how you treated him when he was alive, so it's a little late to pretend you care. You know what? I just remembered that I forgot something.
There you go.
Bye for now. It
Here's
was
my take.
so nice to see
And-
you.
Kristen, wait, please,
I don't know.
run off.
This might sound
least there's
aggressive,
water
but
Goodbye,
it's not the point.
Mr.
But
Pierce.
I feel like I just spectated somebody spectating the game. And what I mean by that is it feels like rather than try to be proactive and make plays that can be helpful for your team, you're just relying on everybody else to do all of that stuff, and then you're just kind of there. Like you're like in the lobby, but you're kind of like, okay, if my teammates do this, then we're gonna be fine. But you're not really doing that next step to bring your team to that victory, right? And I think you said something about like reducing risk of what you're doing, et cetera, but I think you're playing way too safe, right? I feel like you're playing way too safe in these situations. So something you can work on to kind of get out of this loss streak, because I think you're capable of it, okay, is you need to start thinking about where you position yourself, right? And that's the step-by-step process. I want you to start thinking about two escape routes when you're in a spot. Again, you don't have to overcomplicate it or overthink this all the time, but think about, okay, if I'm here, I'm gonna back up to here. If I back up to there, I'm gonna back up to there. That gives you a safety net. So you can play a little bit riskier. So because if you have a good blueprint to back up, it makes you kind of feel like you can play more aggressive, right? Number two, right? You got to start using your mobility more. Like you have all this mobility. Why aren't you using that to go take like mini high grounds? Whether it's the bridge, whether it's on the high ground up there. I know high ground isn't utilized a ton in bronze, but I'll be honest with you, right? Most of your teammates were generally in good spots to be healed, right? Let's on talk about the example of the Mauga running into their back line there, right? That's different, right? That's not a good play by Mauga, so like you don't have to worry about that. That's not going to be on you at that point. But like the majority of this game, you're just standing around waiting for something to happen, and that's not how you want to do that, whether you're in bronze or top 500. So I want you to watch this game back. You're going to see it on this replay, and I want you to remember those moments where I'm like, okay, so or not even remember the moments. Just watch yourself stand there and just kind of like spin in circles, not do anything. When you establish yourself in good position, that will go away. a lot of the time. Like, it's not gonna. I still spin around in circles, but when you put yourself in a good spot, the spinning in circles trying to find a spot to go to happens way less. So if you work on that positioning, which I talk about all the time, and you work on putting yourself in better spots, you're going to be just fine. But you need to be more proactive. If you just sit here and play like this, loss streaks will happen like that. And believe it or not, win streaks will happen too. But it's going to be very jarring. You're going to be going back and forth, and you don't want that pendulum swing, right? You want consistency. So you have to clean up that gameplay to get that consistency. But if you sit there and rely purely on your teammates every single game to go and make the plays, and you're not really trying to make your own plays, that becomes the problem. So hopefully that's helpful. I think I kind of explained it well. Obviously, again, per usual, if anybody in the YouTube comments plays BAP and you have things that I didn't bring up or you see, feel free to do it. Just don't be a dick about it. All right? Anyway, outside of that, I hope that, I think you can do it. You got this. You'll break that losing streak, and you'll start to go on a steady climb. All right? You got this. You absolutely got this. Like the video, hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't. Leave a comment. All that helps. And outside of that, if you want to watch more of these, it's going to pop up in the bottom. With that being said, hope you have an amazing day / night. Done. All right, that's one. One more to go. All right, chat? As you can tell, I get way more in depth with my spectators now, but I like doing it this way, and I think YouTube has liked it also, so it's like a win-win. Import. We have one more. And we're gonna be watching the Pharah, so we'll do that in a minute. Let me finish my oatmeal, otherwise it's gonna harden and get really like weird. I want to get this up to the sink, so give me like a couple minutes, okay? Well, that's why I always try to get people in the mindset of being proactive, is that like, when you rely on your teammates to make every single play, like, unless you're in a 5-stack and like that's a set strategy, right? You're gonna be very inconsistent, and it's not gonna be good. So. And sorry, chat. I'm just eating my oatmeal very quickly. As I watch it, I have fun. If they duo with like other like, you know, teammates or OWCS players, just because like they're really good, so you get that like value of that. But people lose games a lot. I have like 3 bites left, chat. I'm gonna go bring this upstairs in like 2 minutes, and then we'll watch the vlog. My apologies. Okay? I forgot about my own.
Destroy them.
Opening fire. Horribly to my team. We kept dying, and as a team, like 13 kills. Let's crap. I can actually talk. To give an idea, I know that stats aren't everything, but I was the only one with positive. Other DPS had 1 kill and myself. I joined the Congo, but I know all of them there. Dude, we all have bad starts. After that, indeed, he started playing a lot better. Ended up testing what seemed long gone. This match is an example that helped him with your team psychology and I believe that throughout the match I played how to improve as I think I can hit diamond, make you advance. I mean, just to put an example here, by the way, it is I've had pro players start 1-9 in my games before. I've started 1-9 in games before. Sometimes it just happens. I mean, I can think of a recent example. I had a Dorado just yesterday. I was on DPS. I was 5-8 for a second. I said to my team, I'm like, I'm sorry guys, like, I got it. What's happening? I can't see. I was getting dove by a Winston. Taking damage. If I can go Tracer here and then go like Genji or whatever, like another teammate who's on Tracer went to like opening back. I go Tracer, I finish the game like 20-9, and then they end up. The point of making here is that like sometimes your teammates starting off 1-9. I'll give you an example. I had the red start. Okay, here's the red start. I talk about it. Okay, you ready? Here's a good one. You go up there. You get headshot by somebody. You get headshot again. Okay. Then you come back. You get headshot. You get rezzed again. You get headshot. Now you're 1-4. It's a matter of like. Can't do anything about that. Sometimes you get Hanzo hits a log across the map. What do you do? Right? do a little bit more of a safer angle spam, so that way a Widow doesn't kill you. If you have a Widow, they didn't take advantage of that, but you said you want to keep climbing. The more you climb, the amount of times that someone has played that close and dies to a Widow is about once, but it's more than that's about it. But still, either way, just be at a better angle so you don't get killed by Widow. Alright, backing away, movement's looking good. Formation.
Opening reinforcements. Keep formation. Keep formation.
Commence fire.
Opening fire. Keep formation. Attack now. Attack now.
Okay, good kill. Yeah, that was clean. Voice line was correct there. Alright. Alright. So far, so good. I don't mind holding this choke if you get the opportunity. That's on you. Straight up. That, you know what that was, chat? So, it's funny because we just came from a game where somebody wasn't being as proactive, and now we have you being very proactive. So, remember, you want to rein it in at times. Okay? At times. Because, like, you'll start to feel this, like, level of confidence, and you keep going and going. Once you get a pick or two, like, you don't have to give them a pick back, right? And I know your Mercy reses you, but maybe they kill you beforehand. Now you don't have res, right? So... Okay. Yeah, I mean that you're getting team wiped right now. So scoreboard wise, you're doing a lot of damage. Everything else is pretty much the same. I mean, you want to compare damages like, you know, the Sims about the same as the other DPS. So team so it's normal. Rank is flat. So far, you have been playing it fairly well. Again, obviously I'm not the best Pharah in the world, but I do think that you're being aggressive and proactive in a way that I like. Again, I remember, you got to pick. Don't worry about, like keep that pick and then just wait. Yep, good job. Running away. Yeah, I mean, so far, so good. Going in. Good movement. Try to play an angle again and spam. Yeah, I mean, I played a pretty good Pharah. Oh, I love that patience. One thing you run into, and you gotta be wary of this. I'm not saying you need more like air time, but I definitely think that you need to stop, ended up right in front of them and your team. Like if you're gonna run out of like, the fuel for like flying as Pharah there, like you just make sure that you're falling in spots that don't get you killed right away. There's many times there where if I saw you fall down there and I was on the other team, you would fall right over. You don't have a Rein or anything protecting you shield wise, like it would be an easy kill. Well, that's what I'm saying. They're also they're like, I was gonna bring up the less is more eventually, but like, I don't want to take away their aggressive playstyle. I just don't want them to spam cooldowns. But I need to see more and more as we go. You know what I mean? One thing I can say without a doubt, one thing you need to work on is your positioning is good, and then it gets really bad. Like you need to understand, like okay, let me show you. Like, if you go up this far and you use all your cooldowns, again, if I'm playing against you, right? So they had this ult forever. Yeah, I think they could have ulted. Remember when they were flanking behind and then Zen was there and they were at the bridge? I actually think they could have killed him right there, right? So like, I'll give you an example. Remember here when the Pharah went over the top, right? And they went here? I would not have been mad if they ulted here because honestly, the only person who would have really been able to kill them almost immediately outside of the Widow would have been the Zenyatta at the time, but the Zenyatta wouldn't have known that was happening because they didn't react. And then you can maybe get a kill out, maybe get the cleanse TP, kill the Kiriko, and you win that team fight cleanly. So I do agree with you on that one, but I also kind of needed to see where it went. And then what happened was they still held it, so I didn't really put too much pressure on that one because like sometimes in Overwatch there's 1A, 1B, 1C, there's different plays you can make. Like the play they made wasn't. Oh, it's Luna running around. I hear people running around with Luna. She has this new toy she loves. Anyway, so like it necessarily wasn't the, you know, they survived, they went back and they were fine. But one thing that the Pharah is doing incorrectly right now is all of the spots the Pharah falls at is not good. And a lot of it comes down to what we just saw over here, where basically you're letting the CU get to good position, but you're using all your cooldowns to get there, and your reaction is to keep going in and keep going, rather than be like, oh crap, they saw me, I need to play this safer back away. Because if I see a Pharah use all their cooldowns, that's a free kill any day of the week for me. Of course, there's going to be outliers to that, etc. But like, you can't end up in front of their team or in bad spots consistently. Otherwise, you're going to fall over, right? Back to the scoreboard here. See, your teammate is 1-5, but I want you to again look at the overall picture here, right? You see the stream link on the leaderboard. Is it there? Because I don't see it, but people said they saw it. But yeah, so like one of the things here in general is look at your whole scoreboard. Look at the whole picture here. The only person getting kills is you. And I've watched your point of view. You get a lot of solo kills here and there, and then the team fight's over. This is a team effort right here. I've had plenty of games where I'm the person who's 6-4 here, but that doesn't mean that your team is. It just means I think your team's getting rolled. I just think your whole team is getting rolled right now. That's it. Like, straight up. Like you're just all getting rolled. You're making a couple of individual plays, but then you're not giving your time you're not giving yourself time to reset and then just kill you. So you're just trading, and that's not going to be good either. All right, a little bit aggressive play there. That was just you felt like you had to go to the point, although you had time. Remember, you can look up top to see how close it is, rather than like just rush to the point. Yeah. Oh yeah, I mean the hero selection obviously, you know, it's not going to be ideal against that right away. So. Good ult. I mean that was good, yeah. Nice job. Okay. Yep, nice. Good job. Cleaning up the kills from the previous team fight. There it is. Nice. Well played. That was a good play. I have no problems with your aim, by the way. I think your aim is totally fine on Pharah. Everything else is what we need to clean up. See that play? I want to point something out about that play, and this is where maybe this will be helpful for you. That was a good play because you're cleaning up the snowball kills, right? You're cleaning up the Olymps. You're cleaning up the team fight that you just won. But what you've been doing in previous team fights is you get that pick, and then you can just go into them when they're all alive with all their cooldowns. Do you see the difference here? So that was a good play because you won the team fight or had multiple picks, so you can snowball them, right? And get away with that, okay? But if you do that in a situation where it's a 5-4 and they have all their cooldowns and they trade on you, now you either force your Mercy out of position or you can't be rezzed. So we need to find the in-between of this region. Not even the in-between. I love that aggressive play. We need to rein back a little bit on the way you do it the other way around. Like when you're being too aggressive in those team fights. When it's like... Alright, let's see what happens. When's a good time to play ground Pharah? Well, anytime I play Pharah, that's just a ground Pharah automatically. Ground Pharah is... I don't know. If you spamming a choke, I guess. You got out there. Good save by your team.
Get out of here!
Okay, bottom. Zen. I go for the... Yeah, I don't mind you taking a duel here. I think this is totally fine. With the right idea. Widow hits a shot on your Mercy. Your Orisa falls over. There you go. And that's it. Alright, so here's your scoreboard here. Yeah. This is what I thought. So, your teammates can try to blame the 1-9 person all day long, but like... Listen. Could they have played better? Absolutely. Absolutely. But like, this is a team effort half right here. Straight up team effort. Dude, if I... Like, that tank... Chad, did you see what I saw earlier? You notice how that tank is 3 and 5? You want to know where they got those 3 Olymps from? 2 of them were on that Pharah ultimate where they were just sitting on the point and hit them for like 3 damage. Remember when the Pharah ulted the point in that retake? That's it. That's where those 2 other Olymps came from. So if it wasn't for that retake right there, like if the Orisa didn't shoot them for 2 damage, it would have been the same amount of Olymps, just a little bit less deaths. Again, team effort. I'm not... This isn't saying that like they're not Of course, they're not playing well right now, right? Like, they're not having the best start or, like, you know, unlucky. But, like, this was a team effort round. Straight up, team effort. I can see it right away. Yep. Yeah. And then you added some good individual plays. Yeah, so I can't deny that. All right, let's see what happens here. So remember, the discussion that happens here, Chad, is the team starts looking at the person who's 1-9. The Pharah steps in, says, like, no, it's fine. It happens to all of us. And then the rest of the game should get better from here. So that is a good way to go about it. Again, remember, it happens. Those score lines can happen. So here, pull. Oh, it's kind of like me on a sniper map. Oh man, let me tell you. All right, here we go. Here we go. Saying you have 5 gold medals? Yeah, because there was no scoreboard. Yep. It's actually crazy to think we never had a scoreboard in Overwatch to begin with. Until Overwatch 2. Good kill. Good job trying to get out there. I do like that that was a good adjustment from last time. Trying to get out there, yep. Good job by your Hanzo getting 2 kills right there. Nice fit. Good team take by your team. Yeah. Good start. The medals on you. Now look at that. Everybody's catching up now. Hanzo's about to be 6-9. Almost the same as Versa now. Same as the medals and numbers. Well, it was all his assumption, right? You had no idea what the damage was. Medals work, it just like rather than the way that medals used to work in Overwatch 1 was rather than show you like the scoreboard of everybody, you would just have medals that you would only see, and that's it. You couldn't see your teammates silver medal. You have to say that you had those medals. So people would be like, oh, I have full damage, what are we doing? While you wrote up. Walls, keeping track. Keep in mind, walls are 15.5 seconds. I always do 16 seconds to be safe. You can even do 15 seconds, but by then usually the half second's already done, so. I like this aggression. Yeah, I mean, if you can do that a lot of the time, I'm happy with that. On defense, I felt like you didn't do that as much, where you didn't play for the escape. So, good job. The map control here, no one's pushing hard. Classic, my favorite. No one's pushing cart. No one's pushing cart. No one's pushing cart. You know, if I was there, that cart would already be pushed. Now you lose one of your teammates because your team has to go back to the cart because no one wanted to go on it. And here we are. Thankfully, you have a rest. I don't mind this flank. Getting good position on their side. I don't... yeah, I feel like that was a little bit too all in right there. Like, I get what you're trying to do. I thought you were maybe going to go for, like, force out, like, a Zenyatta ultimate or, like... I don't know. Don't be afraid to ult either. I think you're a little bit safe with your ult sometimes. At the same time as Pharah, so like you're gonna usually get traded on, so maybe you're waiting for, I don't know. But I feel like you could have definitely killed their, at least one of them there, or forced out Zeno. So. They have a Pharah now, like I mean they've had one. Alright. Oh damn, it's doing that scoreboard thing again. Where the kill feed's the opposite of what I'm... Why? Okay. Yeah. Big pick by your Hanzo. Okay, I wonder how you got that, but I'm like, yeah, they kill? crazy how the last game did that and this one doesn't? Like, why does it do that? Is it like a bug randomly on like the spectated? I had to reload it. Ooh, good nano. Huge. Not bad. Good nano, good play. Don't be afraid to win this. I just wait for 5 minutes. I'm waiting for this moment. I'm like, maybe you can ult the Zenyatta there, you know, the Kiriko off that. I'm like, okay, this will be cool. Nope, right into a wall. I mean, I get the idea. You just missed. Happens. So, by the way, to your question, I don't think you'll have any problem getting a diamond as long as you don't like keep giving them trade. Just to show people, chat, remember the 1 and 9 Hanzo from earlier? That half goes 9 and 2. Perfect. The Orisa picks up some kills also. Goes 15 and whatever their go at. Everybody played better. Everybody had a better half, and you had a great half. Right, so that part existed. Tell you right now, if someone did that in like a top 500 game right now, they would just fall over in 2 seconds. So your number one problem you're gonna run into, and then again, yeah, people can say ego bot, etc. But like I'm telling you right now, you will get stopped in play sometimes if you keep doing it. You need to learn that it is not worth trading out in certain situations, right? Obviously, trading is good in some spots, right? But like if you're gonna lose like at the beginning of a round at their spawn, you're gonna end up losing. But like you're getting away with that, even more so because you have a pocket. Imagine you get into a game where you don't have a mercy pocket. Like it could be, you'd be on that like that score line of your other teammate, you know, with some of the plays we've seen. I think you rely on your aim a lot sometimes, and that's good. Like having good aim on Varus, an excellent situation. But sometimes that can also be killed a lot, and that's where you would like get stuck in games and not climb as much, etc. Amongst other things. That out. Man, I can't believe they're not killing you. Again, your position was so rough right there that like, yeah, okay. You're gonna get res. Actually, that Hanzo ultimate was like perfect cover for your Mercy res. Ultimate, we're gonna see it, it's gonna happen. It happened! One more kill than I expected, good job. Well, that's the problem is like, I was gonna bring that up. So like, one thing I wanted to bring up to you too, and you make a valid point here, is like, you just end up in melee range. And like, every time I play a good Pharah, they generally will be like spam heavy, and then they go for that first wave. It feels like you only play aggressive Pharah, and that will be caught on to you. Like, people are gonna see that you're aggro, and just kill you on the second. So, you need to find that balance, and I think that's really where you're at, is like, yeah, your aim's great, but like, you gotta fix that balance. Tim, thanks for the 66 7 months with the tier 1. Thank you, appreciate it. Thank you. Yep.
6, 7 months. Imon PLS, 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 Imon PLS.
Cool. Yeah, thank you. Here we go. Oh no, it can, like, it needs to be timed aggression, not constant aggression, as Pharaoh. Does that make, like, that's what I'm getting at here. Is like, I don't want to take away the player's ability to be aggressive, but I want their timings to be way better than just slamming it into their team over and over again like this. Because while, again, this is working, this is where your inconsistencies will be, and this won't work all the time, right? Like, you see, like, you get away with plays like that, but you're not going to get away with plays like that a lot as you climb. Like, that will not, you'll just eventually get shut down doing that. So, this is the part that you need to clean up on. The aim is great. Well, let's use that aim to, like, your advantage for being able to play Pharaoh a little bit more uptime. Like, more uptime. I think you don't have as much uptime because you're constantly just, like, running back from spawn. Like, you're you know what, you've slowly taken over the death count a lot. Chat, you notice this, by the way? Like, remember that the Hanzo started 1 and 9, right? The Hanzo was 1 and 9 to start the game. That Hanzo Sensen's gone 17 and 5. Meanwhile, look at your death count. So, again, you're 35 and 16, but in a hero shooter, my death count is, you know, you don't, 1 for 1 and is not always going to go in. Now, of course, you're not 1 for 1 because you're 35 and 16, but I feel like ever since that, you know, first good attack the team has, you've given up a lot of free kills. So. Again, the power range is great. That's good news. And you're getting a lot of support too, like Nano, 24/7 pocket. And in the end though, chat, did you see who got the first 2 opening picks to win this game? Anybody see that? And see, after all is said and done right there, your team wins it. Your 1 and 9 teammate. Your 1 and 9 teammate. Actually, just let me see this over here. There you go. Your 1 and 9 teammate finishes 21 and 14, going 20 and 5 the rest of the game. And you and the soldier on the other team are tied for the highest deaths. And that's just Overwatch for you sometimes, right? So, my take here is, you ready? You play well, you have good aim, but you need to clean up on your aggressive play style. I'm an aggressive player. I like playing aggro, but a lot of what makes really good Pharaohs good is the timed aggression. Like, you need to time it when, like, you need to time it when your teammates are engaged on them if you want to make that aggressive play, right? Or like they're engaged on your team. I just see you run into them, go into melee range, and get out in plays that is not going to work all the time, right? And in a game where, didn't it feel like you were really good against their team, right? Think about this. I think this is a good way to look at it. It felt like, for the most part, you felt like you could outduel their DPS every single time, right? Most of what I saw, you had no problem outdueling them. But, also, after all that said, you still have 16 deaths. I know you have a Mercy residue and stuff, but, like, you could, if you played this the way that I think you could have played this, you could have been at, like, 50 and 8. Actually, you probably would have won the game much sooner. Like, you would have had a much better scoreline if you just don't run into their team and give them free kills, right? And another thing that people don't take into account, okay? And I think this is something important to remember. When you go in and you use all your cooldowns, and then you escape out, you're like, I got it. The amount of resources and cooldowns that your teammates have to use just to make sure you get out, that could be a team fight loss right there. So you need to be careful with that sometimes. I'll give you an example of it. Say I'm playing Eva and I get too aggro, and we force out Bathlands, then I get out and we survive, and then Genji blames us. Is it Bath's fault for using Lamp, or is it my fault for being too aggressive? Right? I was too aggressive. They had to save me, right? They had to use Lamp to save me, and then now we don't have what we need for that because you're being too aggressive. So think about the overall team aspect of it and the resources that are drawn away from you playing so aggro. You can have all the best aim in the world, and I've talked about this. You're gonna have the best aim, but at a certain point, you're gonna get stuck in a spot if you don't work in that position and you don't work on that decision making. So that is something to focus on. If you do that, you'll be diving in no time. But if you keep doing that, you'll start moving. All right? You got this, though. I really do think you can do it. You got this. You absolutely got this. Like the video, hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube if you haven't, leave a comment, all that helps. Again, there's comments, you'll hear maybe on power play or some other stuff I didn't point out. Advice, I was gonna do that. I was gonna put that there. What do you think about it? And outside of that, if you want to watch more of these, click the little button here. You'll see it. It's gonna pop up. Watch them. They're good videos. With that being said, hope you have an amazing day / night. Okay, chat. I'll be right back in a second. I'm gonna go upstairs for a minute, and then we are going to play some games. Sound good? Dylan, thank you for the 57 months of the tier 1. Thank you, appreciate it. I've considered playing Arc Raiders, but I don't know where to start because I'm not. I also don't.
Stream. Would you ever try playing Arc Raiders? Been having so much fun with it lately.
Yeah, but I was gonna say, I also I've never played extraction shooters, so I don't know too much about it. Okay, you're back 1 second, chat, and then time for some games. You okay with a couple stadium warm-up games? Queue times are really long at this time for 5v5, so a couple stadium games, test out the queues in 5v5 after that. Made a lot of progress in general yesterday. If you look, I got like challenger score everywhere. We're starting to collect all the challenger score. Now obviously I could push much higher on these ranks with the point-based system, but I'm trying to get top 500 and everything first, and then I'll just kind of pick and choose. So we're getting there and everything. Okay, we'll be back in a second. Like 2 minutes. We'll go to the bathroom.
dull side. But you'll do. I want a challenge. Anyone got one for me?
How I know this? We have to too fast, she just throws it up. So we
You're going down.
a little speed balloon Alright, chat. Do a couple stadiums just as like a warm up. That's and again.
This
Give me some attitude, food, etc. You always try that, and if the cat doesn't throw up after you do that. Season 21. They keep hyping up that season or generally this year in general, that like it's probably something I can't even begin to guess because they're so like, yeah. Like, they're so adamant about how cool it's gonna be that we'll have to see. Yep. We're vibing. Did Stadium takes? I've talked about Stadium quite a bit.
The hand. The hand.
On the meta? Oh, I don't even pay attention to the meta anymore. I just play strong. I just play Soldier 76. I'm sorry. The mid-season's on Thursday. What is going to happen to Sigma? Well, knowing Blizzard's history of balance, they'll probably over-nerf Sigma to buff Mauga or something. So that's my guess, but who knows?
Your hand. Do not tell me.
Yeah, my guess is they'll nerf him. He's doing pretty well, so they'll probably just make him worse to get Mauga back up there and stuff. It's gonna be.
I fight for Sauron, and I will gladly dedicate your death to him. Come on, then, unless you're a coward. To explode. Prepare yourself.
I personally just am used to it. I don't even notice it anymore. But then, like, Lonnie has glasses, and she notices it immediately. So, you know.
And see how well you play dead when you're dead! I'm just getting warmed up. Come get some. Now let's see if you can get past me. Send me your best, not your worst.
Alright, go this way. There you go, healer. Doom's half. Armor's kinda low, soldier's low, Doom's low. Boosted. There you go. Run high. We're good. Our higher this. Alright, back away temporarily. Go up here.
Gonna pound him!
Yeah, I just thought the game. Okay, I don't know why I was randomly playing this game. Remember how earlier we were having that discussion about how, like, you know, even if their vision of Stadium initially was to make like that, like because they hit a strike and like something with it that was different. That like it reminded me of. Does anybody remember Realm Royale? Anybody remember that game? Private Main, I played. So that happened with Realm Royale, where it was so good at the beginning, but then the CEO said, we don't really care, we're gonna make it the way we want to make it regardless. We changed it completely, and then it was remember that? Like, basically the CEO was like, no, like, we're gonna make it the way we want to make it, and the feedback that was given for Realm Royale was like, no, don't do that. We've seen that version, it's not good. We don't care. And then they did it, and then everybody quit it. It was so scuffed after. They changed it to what they wanted it to be initially, rather than what people were like loving.
They're down to.
Yep. And then it made the game kind of just like go backwards after that point. I'm not saying that's what Stadium is, but like the discussion earlier was like how the person believed that Stadium was like meant to be like a hardcore MOBA competitive, and like even if that was their initial vision, I was like, well, sometimes like things just hit differently, and it's okay to like lean more into what's been working at that point, you know? So. First he was fun, I think it's the
The crowd screams for you. I will make you scream for them. Or just getting warmed up. Come get some.
Again, I don't think Stadium is remotely close to that example of Realm Royale, but it was just like kind of one of those situations I remember during a game. Was like, yeah, we're doing it this way no matter what. Heck you. Actually, one thing we talked about last night, and we're in the final stages of planning. We're gonna do that quick play warrior video, chat. So, yeah, we're gonna have we're gonna do the quick play warrior idea that somebody came up with in the YouTube chat the other day. So we're gonna find a player who has played mainly quick play their whole Overwatch career, and we're gonna watch one of their quick play games. I'm gonna guess where their rank should be. They're gonna go do their 10 placements. We'll watch one of their various games, maybe their last placement. Guess where their rank ended up at, and then we're gonna see that. So it's a way to like introduce a quick play player to ranked. We'll have a requirement of like play time and like all this. There'll be a couple of variables, but I think we'll probably post about it this week. So if you're a player that fits that category and are interested, pay attention to the Discord. All right. I did like Spotlight last year though. It was fun. It was a good time. I'll see what we have for submissions, Amber, first, and like, you know what I mean?
Let's teach you a lesson, shall we?
Come on, then! Unless you're a coward.
Places, everyone!
I mean, I can understand your point, but some people do just want to start ranking. That right away, maybe having a video of like the Quick Play Warrior or something could be a fun like video series to do. And if it goes well, I can incorporate it for people in the future, right? Like an introductory for people who want to get ranked in Quick Play, but don't know where to start. Or, like, just need like that extra push to be able to play ranked as they want to. You know what I mean? It would be a good idea. I don't think it'll be bad for console PC in that one. Again, I'm just saying that, like, we did talk about it yesterday, we kind of have it planned out. We're just gonna do it soon. So they're just
coming. We are coming for you.
Yeah, that's never fun. I'll actually have to deal with that. Sorry. Good news, they just got back after they left. Oh no. Someone like Adam in DM. That feels bad for him. Adding him as a friend and then getting him back. Oh, they all left. No, but I better open up your friends list to the other 4 people because they're gonna. Wait, what the? Our teammate left now. Wait a second. Ash, get back! Go add him to your friends list. What's going on? Everybody's leaving. I mean, they left because their teammate DC. Can you get off the point for 2 seconds in case they get back? Yeah. We'll only do it for this round. After that. Okay, well, I figured why not get off the point, give them an opportunity to like get back in for that 40 seconds that was just left after that. But the other player left, so feels bad. Can't do much about that one. Yeah, just they can have their teammate, they can have their teammate come back. But that was weird. Anyway, I need 4 wins. That's still one of them. I like fair. It's not. I mean, dude, that doesn't happen until probably like next week. Like we're gonna set that video up for like January, going into February. I've had some games that scale pretty well. I've had games where I'm down 2-0 anyway. That's because I also play a lot of like, I play up like scale builds. Like some people play like the big or just the. I just play scale the whole time. Are we supposed to get a new weapon variant this year? Yeah, I don't think anything's changed with that philosophy on their weapon variants. So yeah, I would expect there to be some kind of change. Yep.
You ready for a lesson in warfare? You're doing it wrong! Move it wrong! Face me! That's not right!
It's gonna be your play. Play pretty well. Mid-season is Thursday mid-season. Checking this, checking that, going here. Cool. Dude, my leaderboard still doesn't show me any of like the stream thing that people were talking about. Like it doesn't go to me. Like it does. This is the combined one, but like you know they almost have the stream option here. It isn't here. I don't have it. But then like people are saying it exists. So you said you think today's mid-season. I thought I was the 8th. Didn't like Megan say it was the 8th? Maybe I'm wrong. I swear I saw some. Let me look. Yeah. Yeah, 2 days. Yeah, it's on the 8th. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Let's do it. I think the reason why they're letting people know about the free downloads, I think if you're on PlayStation 5, I would recommend preloading that. I think it's like 65 gigs or something. I think it's only a PlayStation issue. Not an issue, they're trying to like, I think they're like consolidating the game size down or something. It's weird, are you supposed to let your games be 100 gigs 1 year into it? They're doing that wrong. Oh, it was on Xbox? Okay, it was Xbox. My mistake, Xbox then. Or is it Xbox and PS5? Yeah. Yep. Okay, I had it opposite then. So Xbox is the one with the large download, and then on PS5 is limited. Yeah. Either way, they're just doing like a resizing of the game. I don't know how that stuff works, but basically, just if you're on like one of those, just preload it. It'll just save you a lot of time. If you're gonna play it, obviously, you know, that day. All right, we got another game here. We have a Lucio, but I'm playing DPS, so it doesn't matter. Again, I'm just doing some stadium games until queue times get a little bit better. I played a bunch of 5v5 and 6v6 yesterday. We kind of played everything. It was fun. It was a good day. I played like 30 games yesterday. And then we did that. We had the sponsored thing, watching the ROG stuff. That was fun. The ROG stuff was actually kind of cool. Yep. Then my teammate to pick their hero. I'm going to play... Oh, man, our teammate wants to play Soldier. I can play some Ashe, then. If they want to play Soldier, I can play Ashe. I don't want them to... I swear if I pick Ashe and they go something else, I'm going to be pissed. I'm not going to be pissed at all, by the way. Like, not one bit. I'm not... Just wanted to say that. Anything cool here? Yeah, you make your text size larger on that. That'd be so cool. Okay, anyway. Yeah, as long as you go Soldier, I'm fine with that. It's just like, he had it pre-selected, so I didn't want to take Soldier from him. That's why, like, if someone wants to play a character, I'm not gonna take it from them. Dude, I've actually been loving the headset. This is a good upgrade for me. Like just the upgraded version was the one I had prior. Only downside, I don't like their rewards. They have the on. It's like I gotta like figure that out. It's almost like 2-1. It's almost like 2-1. Okay. Incendiary Blast. Done, and done. Doing the nice fun build.
First and foremost, the pre-game setup.
Again, to a lobby. I can play a bunch of things, so
Let's get a look at our lineups.
Yeah, my Ashe game plays a little bit different than what you would expect. This build is very dynamite-y. It's not like a lot of like aiming, although I've been aiming a little bit more with it. So. Doesn't that core detach? It does. So maybe I should start to like
to the armory. Time for the teams to gear up.
Oh, damn. Thought I had the shot there, too. Reload again. He was sitting at me because I was low, but I did hit a couple headshots.
Follow me.
How's it going? Understood.
Right away.
I'm here.
Over here.
Back. Ready.
The arena is ready and waiting. 20 seconds to go.
I couldn't get anything going here.
Lure me out. I dare you. I've got a few tricks.
Stevie thinks they're 13.
On now.
3, 2, 1. Capture the objective.
Over here.
Got it.
The barrier appears. 10 seconds until the objective is unlocked. The objectives are mine. Return to me. Barrier is nearly spent. Actuating the barrier.
Utilitären sinkt vor mig!
Enemy here.
Potential wasted.
Lure me out. I dare you.
Collapsing the barrier. Barrier initialized.
Time for the reckoning. Let the Kitsune guide you.
Ultimate shutdown.
Do something. Down.
Brighter than a supernova.
Lure me out. I dare you. Strength from nature.
Utilitären sinkt vor mig! Out of my way, you're all
And they win the round. Let's check the standings. 1-0. Quite the performance from these superstars. Coming up next, time for our teams to work out their strategies.
Bob is on the point still. I mean, technically the team's doing everything right here, it's just we're gonna run out of time.
You are my starlight. The teams have 20 seconds left to prepare for the round.
2 to 2.
Capture the objective.
Confirmed.
10 seconds until the
Actuating the
objective's
barrier.
unlocked.
Caution!
From nature.
The enemy barricade moves.
Destroying the barrier! Barrier's weakened! They've got the lead. Let's hustle.
Don't let them push any further.
Barrier has been overwhelmed. Return to me. One for you.
Escorting them over.
The universe is singing to me.
I do. Happy holidays.
They're so close to taking the lead.
The robot's pushing our barricade.
Barrier is splintering. Into these asses, sing for me. So there is method in this battle.
I do.
60 seconds left. They've lost the lead. They've taken the lead.
Good work.
Time for the reckoning.
The robot has been taken from us.
Confirmed.
Only 10 seconds left.
Targeting hotspot.
Barrier initialized.
Let the Kitsune guide you. Do something.
This is our chance to knock them cold.
Stop that barricade in its tracks.
It seems I lost my balance.
Oh, they've lost the lead.
The enemy is
The
outpaced
score
us.
is 1-1. Let's have a look at our MVPs. Coming up, it's the payload race. What tactics will the teams come up with this round?
Dynamite Genji. Alright. Should be huge. on the point. As long as we win the duel, never mind. All right, we're back. Yeah, I'm trying here, but I don't think I get anything going. Play chat. It's not a mercy roll. You know what this means. That means we can maybe have a chance. Hi, buddy. Fucking boys return, chat.
Only 20 seconds remain before the action begins.
Zanne. I've got a few tricks. Understood. Zanne. I'm too old for surprises.
3, 2, 1. Let the games begin.
Let's give it to him.
Over there!
Barrier initialized.
I'm with you.
Our team needs to fight hard to close the gap.
Back from the brink once more.
Our team has to rally together to catch up.
Stop the payload.
Oh,
Over
to
there.
begin again right away.
Payload momentum.
Tactical visor activated.
Let the Kitsune guide you.
Sing for me!
A fateful trajectory. 60 seconds remaining.
Reconnoitering the area.
Time for the reckoning. Do something.
30 seconds left.
Over there.
A revelation was within my reach. The enemy outnumbers us. 30 seconds remaining. Looks like the win was out of reach this round. The score is 1-2. Some intense competition this round. Next up, get ready for chaos in Clash. Time for the teams to gear up. The arena is calling. Our teams have 20 seconds left.
Lure me out. I dare you.
The objective unlocks in 10 seconds.
The barrier appears.
Eyes on target.
The objective is now active.
Alle safety, Aiden.
No, they lost the point. We're falling back to objective A. 10 seconds until the objective's unlocked.
Attack the objective.
Let the Kitsune guide you.
Our attack on objective.
The Deadlock Gang sent their finest for that play.
Was there a miscalculation?
Looks like the win was
Caught in the slipstream.
Score 1-3. You can really tell who the playmakers are. Up next, time to face off in Control. Now's the time for our teams to work out their strategies.
So I only spent. I mean, I just talked about a quick play thing. We're doing. Spin backwards. I'm like, oh, this one is spin.
The teams have 20 seconds left to prepare for the round.
So they added DLC to Dead by Daylight. I mean, I'm sure it's I haven't played that game in years, and I played it Overwatch sometimes.
We're at the match point. The team needs to give it their all to make their comeback. 3, 2, 1. Capture the objective.
Let's kick this off.
Actuating the barrier. An enemy appears. The barrier appears.
Sing for me!
Oh, to begin again.
My ultimate is ready.
Actuating the barrier. Barrier is nearly spent.
Do something! Enemy in sight. Get in there, Bob! I'm with you.
Take this.
Girl,
Back from the brink once more.
I'm on fire.
let the Kitsune guide you!
Here's looking forward to their next attempt. Play of the game!
Seems good to me. start by the team, I'd say. Go here. You know, ice block. Probably has ult at this point. Got him. More is low. Anybody here? Alright, good start. Good start, I would say, chat.
Coming up, the teams are facing off in Clash.
In Clash.
It's time for the teams to consult their playbooks.
Okay. Gonna grab. Just gonna grab Velocity Vector. I'm gonna try a slightly different build path round 2. Because I feel like I always go with the other one. Let's try like the longer range, but less of the explosion ranges. And just be a little bit more accurate. Shop should reset on Thursday, right? Because it's the new season. I could be wrong though. Maybe it does reset today. I don't know. Yeah. We'll see.
The arena is calling. Our teams have 20 seconds left.
20 seconds left. I'm in.
My mistake. You bet. Yes.
Let's do it. I'm ready.
3,
2, 1, and go. Do it, baby.
Objective B.
Running back. Okay. Attack speed.
Whoa. Whoa.
One high, they're getting low. Good job on my team. Good job by the team. There you go. Good start by the team. All right, let's get up there. Gonna go for a wall, so I want to make sure I'm at least not giving them free kills. Slow my aim down, which is what I'm doing. Good job by the team. I'm gonna go that way, but I distracted him with my amazing Get there, not bad. Do it again. That's a Bob. That's a random long-range rock. If we have 3, we get it, but we gotta sit on their point. Good job, team. I would have had the Torb. All right, good round.
The score is 2-0.
2-0. I'm in.
Some intense competition this round. Who's ready to start the push? The teams are gearing up. Every choice is crucial.
Choice is crucial. What is winning the game? It'd be sweet, wouldn't it? All right, what are we thinking here? Sell all these items here. Go to builds, get a alignment. We're gonna grab antimatter round 2. Gonna go to this. Go to element modification. Yep, we're good. Got everything I want. Not really, Alex. I don't mind how it is. Yeah. How early I start streaming? Yeah, I like going live early. That's how I do things. Fun. Let's go, baby. I'm ready.
It's the dead man.
Alright, go in here. Watch out. Where's Low? There we go. Ready, little queen?
Right after the pyramid spoke to me, and it was just noise, and
Spare heal, please. Okay. Just a spare heal, please. All right, we're back. Here we go. Okay. Back away. Oh, my camera locked in? I don't know what's going on. I'll fix it after this. Sorry. Well, they got me. Yeah, I'll fix it right after this.
Time for a thunderstorm.
Yep.